It's just a love you can't describe.
How many times have you heard that phrase?
Is that Daniel?
It's way bigger than yourself.
Is that Daniel?
There's no love stronger than a mother's love.
There we go.
You would do anything.
Edna Piñon Garcia would do anything.
It's something unconditional.
Anything for the one thing.
What are you doing?
She loved more than her son Daniel.
I even at some points used my pregnancy belly to get heroin.
At 8 months pregnant, home was a tent.
Well, imagine a young mother with a round belly walking around at night, breaking into cars, stealing whatever she could, stealing from family, just walking miles at some points just to go get a drug.
She just couldn't put down heroin, even hours before Daniel's birth.
It's seriously like being in a relationship with another person, an abusive person. That's what it's like. I gave heroin my child even, and I didn't care.
And baby Daniel sure did pay for his mom's 2-year love affair. His first weeks on Earth at a pediatric care unit, going through withdrawal.
Just seeing your baby having shaking, tremors, going through the withdrawals that you've gone through. You know what it's like. I knew what it was like.
There are hundreds of babies like him in Washington state each year. They're the tiniest victims of an opiate epidemic that is gripping the country on all fronts.
Seeing your child go through opiate withdrawals because of you is the hardest thing I've ever had to go through in my life.
Well, there was one thing harder.
Then he got taken, and it was like getting a piece of me taken away as well.
She watched a Child Protective Services worker wheel her son away.
Like, I never want to go through that again.
The new mother went on a binge.
I smoked myself into oblivion until I couldn't feel anything at all.
She thought about smoking enough heroin to kill herself.
I didn't want to live anymore.
In this twisted story about love, heroin lost. A mother's love won. And it saved Piñon Garcia's life.
That's what broke me out of my spell, was my son. I felt him, I touched him, I smelt him, I felt him leave me. I felt empty after that. Folding Daniel's laundry.
Today, home is a far cry away from that tent. This mother has custody of her son again, and they're living at a recovery center for parents in Everett.
I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed. I have this guilt that I did that to my child.
Daniel is now 7 months old. He's healthy and heroin-free. His mom, 4 months sober.
I don't want that life for myself anymore. I want a future for myself, and I want a future for my son and my unborn child.
She's 5 months pregnant, with a girl this time.
When this baby's born, we all get to go home. Me, Daniel, and the baby.
A love more powerful than heroin gives this family hope.
I'm sorry.
In Everett, Taylor Muir-Fendereski, King 5 News.
Where are you going?